For much of the early AI adoption wave, the goal was automation. Companies focused on letting AI systems make decisions faster, cheaper, and at larger scale than humans ever could. The promise was efficiency. Remove human judgment, remove bias, remove delay. In 2026, that vision has been fundamentally revised. Across US companies, AI is still central to decision-making, but the role of humans has not disappeared. Instead, it has been redefined. Human oversight is no longer a backup plan. It is now a core design requirement in AI-driven decisions. This shift is happening because businesses have learned a critical lesson. AI does not eliminate risk. It redistributes it. When decisions are automated at scale, small errors, flawed assumptions, or biased data can produce massive consequences very quickly. Human oversight has become the mechanism companies use to contain that risk before it becomes systemic. One of the main reasons oversight has grown in importance is the expanding scope of AI decisions. AI systems now influence pricing, credit approvals, hiring filters, content moderation, fraud detection, medical triage, and customer service outcomes. These are not low-stakes decisions. They affect livelihoods, access, trust, and legal exposure. Companies realize that fully autonomous systems operating in these areas create unacceptable downside when something goes wrong. Early AI deployments often treated human involvement as optional. Humans reviewed outputs only when problems surfaced. In practice, that approach failed. Issues were discovered too late. After customers complained, regulators intervened, or reputational damage had already occurred. The new model places humans inside the decision loop, not outside it. Human oversight today is not about second-guessing every AI output. That would defeat the purpose of automation. Instead, oversight focuses on judgment, boundary setting, and exception handling. Humans define when AI is allowed to decide independently, when it must escalate, and when it must defer entirely. Oversight is about governing decision space, not micromanaging outputs. One major area where this shift is visible is confidence-based decision-making. Modern AI systems can estimate their own uncertainty. When confidence is high, decisions proceed automatically. When confidence drops, decisions are routed to human reviewers. This allows AI to operate at scale while ensuring humans intervene where ambiguity or risk increases. Another reason human oversight has become essential is data drift. AI systems are trained on historical data, but real-world conditions change. Customer behavior evolves, markets shift, language patterns change. Without human monitoring, AI continues making decisions based on outdated assumptions. Oversight teams watch for these shifts, validate outputs, and trigger retraining or rule changes when necessary. Bias and fairness concerns have also elevated the role of humans. Even well-designed models can produce uneven outcomes across populations. Automated systems often optimize for efficiency, not equity. Human oversight provides ethical judgment that models cannot replicate. Oversight teams review patterns, investigate disparities, and adjust systems to align with legal and social expectations. Regulatory pressure has reinforced this shift dramatically. US regulators increasingly expect meaningful human involvement in AI-driven decisions, especially in sensitive domains. Companies must demonstrate that decisions are explainable, auditable, and contestable. Human oversight provides accountability. When a decision is challenged, there must be a responsible party, not just an algorithm. Legal risk has also played a role. Fully automated decisions create ambiguity around liability. When something goes wrong, companies need to show that humans exercised control, judgment, and review. Oversight structures help establish that AI is a tool, not an independent actor. Another important change is how oversight roles are staffed. These are no longer junior review positions or compliance checkboxes. Companies are investing in trained reviewers who understand both the business context and how AI systems behave. Oversight requires domain expertise, not just technical knowledge. Humans must understand when AI outputs make sense and when they do not. Oversight is also becoming more proactive. Instead of reviewing individual decisions after the fact, humans now evaluate system-level behavior. They monitor trends, edge cases, and failure modes. The focus has shifted from fixing individual errors to improving decision frameworks. This has changed how AI systems are designed. Engineers now build explicit escalation paths, review dashboards, and audit trails into AI workflows. Oversight is not bolted on later. It is designed into the system from the start. AI without oversight is increasingly considered incomplete. Human oversight also plays a crucial role in trust. Customers are more comfortable with AI decisions when they know a human can intervene. The ability to appeal, question, or request review reduces resistance to automation. Trust increases when AI feels accountable rather than opaque. From an operational standpoint, oversight improves long-term performance. AI systems that operate without feedback degrade over time. Human reviewers provide signal that improves model updates, reduces error accumulation, and prevents silent failure. Oversight acts as a quality control layer. This shift has also reshaped internal responsibility. Instead of blaming AI failures on technology, companies now treat them as leadership failures. If oversight was weak, unclear, or ignored, that is seen as a governance problem. Human oversight has become a management responsibility, not just a technical one. Importantly, the new role of human oversight does not slow AI adoption. In many cases, it accelerates it. Companies are more willing to deploy AI widely when they know guardrails exist. Oversight reduces fear, both internally and externally, making AI easier to scale responsibly. There is also a psychological element. Employees are more willing to trust AI when they retain meaningful agency. Oversight roles give humans a sense of control rather than displacement. AI becomes a partner rather than a threat. In 2026, the idea that AI should replace human judgment entirely has largely disappeared from serious enterprise strategy. Instead, companies recognize that judgment is the most valuable human contribution. AI handles volume and pattern recognition. Humans handle ambiguity, ethics, and accountability. The new role of human oversight reflects a more mature understanding of intelligence. Intelligence is not just prediction, it is responsibility. AI can predict outcomes, but it cannot own consequences. Humans must. As AI continues to expand into critical decisions, oversight will not be optional. It will be expected, regulated, and designed into systems by default. Companies that fail to build strong human oversight will face higher error rates, greater legal risk, and declining trust. The future of AI-driven decision-making is not fully automated and not fully manual. It is hybrid by design. AI provides scale and speed. Humans provide judgment and accountability. In that balance lies the real power of AI. Not in replacing people, but in amplifying human decision-making while keeping humans firmly responsible for the outcomes.